Well, hey friends, hey, welcome back to my channel. Miss T here. I hope you all are doing good. What's happening now? Hope y'all all doing good. It's now Thursday, child. It's 12:51 in the a.m. Honey, and I'm sitting here, y'all can see I'm in my pajamas, child. Got my head pin curled up, child, and got my little wraps on my head or whatever. But honey, I want to come on here because I want to talk a little bit, child. I had a rough day in work, honey, and I work from home. That don't mean I can't have a rough day. Honey, I had a rough day at work, child, so I had to go ahead and grab out my glass, baby, honey, and pour me a little sippy sip. So I decided where I'm going to sip, I'm going to talk. All right, child. So that's why I'm on here, y'all. But now, this being for real, y'all. Y'all know, I was sitting back thinking about some stuff, y'all. Just thinking about some things, child, honey, when I was young, child, coming up back in the day. Honey, now it's full of us all together. We're all girls, honey. And I was just thinking about, I'm thinking about some of the things, child, honey, that our parents didn't tell us as we were growing up, honey. Didn't let us know. Now, I am the oldest child, so I was the one that got the ball rolling, honey. But I was thinking about some things, child, honey, that our parents didn't let us know. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things they didn't let us know, child. And unfortunately, I know that I am not the only one that happened to, baby. I know, honey, that has been something that is going around between some lots of people. That parents didn't, give them certain little nuggets. Like my parents didn't tell us about the value of money. You know what I'm saying? The importance of saving. You know what I'm saying? Baby, honey, I was little, I got $1. Baby, I went to the store, I spent my whole dollar. Honey, I wasn't trying to take 50 cents and put it in my piggy bank, honey. If you ain't have a piggy bank, baby, put it in a sock. I didn't do none of that, child, honey. I spent my whole dollar, child. They didn't teach us about none of that, honey. We had to learn that little stuff the hard way. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't know about saving, trying to save something for later. That's important. Those are important things to know because those are things that's going to affect you even as you are a child, as you grow up. Those things are going to affect you. And I thought about these things, and you know, I do want to say, in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I downing my parents' parental skills at all. Because at the end of the day, I look at it that they only did the best that they could. And I truly do believe that most parents, some parents, okay, the majority of parents, they try to do the best that they can. Sometimes if it wasn't given to them, then, sometimes it's hard for them to be able to pass that down to their children, And so that's something that definitely uh, you have to be able to stop that, and make sure that you give your young kids, let them know about what be going on in the house. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that, it was all behind the scenes. It was all silent. We didn't know about bills and what had to be paid. We didn't know about none of that. There's nothing wrong with sharing those things with your kids. You need to let them know, look here, this right here, baby, this that cable and internet bill. If this ain't paid, baby, you ain't gonna be able to watch no programs. You ain't gonna have no internet. You ain't gonna be able to get on that PlayStation game and connect up with your little friends, honey, while you playing that game. If this bill right here ain't paid. Uh, this bill right here, baby, this is the gas and electric bill. If this bill right here ain't paid, we ain't got no lights. That means we can't cook. We can't microwave nothing. We can't put nothing in the microwave. Baby, you can sit your ass over there until that tablet go completely out. You can take it and plug it into that socket. But I guarantee you that little charging icon ain't gonna come up. This bill right here, this the water bill. We don't pay that. We ain't gonna be able to wash our ass. I'm gonna have to sneak you in with me to the Planet Fitness so we can take a shower. Yeah. You need to let your kids know that you ain't got to lay out your whole bill portfolio. But these kids need to know, hey, bills got to be paid. Bills got to be paid. If whether you got a mama and daddy in the house, a mama, If you living with the mama or the daddy or grandma, grandtee, nana, whoever, auntie, whoever, bills got to be paid. Yeah, bills got to be paid. This when you give these kids stuff, this stuff don't come by osmosis. It don't just fall up out the sky. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go outside and go pick these damn leaves off the tree and go take them into the store and go up to the counter and say, here, I'm gonna pay for this. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. No, not at all. You gotta let these babies know ain't nothing wrong with sitting down and teaching these kids and letting them know about bills. It is important that they learn about these things. They need to know this stuff. It's important because it's gonna eventually catch up to them as they grow from these little young ones. Teach them about a savings account. Teach them about a checking account. It's important. Like, those things weren't, me and my siblings, we weren't taught those things. You know nothing about none of that. We had to learn a lot of this stuff on our own. It's important to make sure you let these babies know what they need to know to help them. Give them those little nuggets, because as they grow and get to the age of where they able to get a job, they need to know the importance of being able to be able to put something away and save. Cause baby, I didn't know about honey save who or what. Honey, let me tell you something. I had my first job when I was 15 years old. And baby, let me tell you something, honey. Every check I got, honey, Miss T was at the mall. Do you hear me? I was at the mall. Save what? Come again? Save what? Yeah, I was at the mall. Yeah. Saving? No. None of that. Yeah, honey, baby, I was out, honey. My thought process was I could buy what I want. I get what I want. Wasn't about, I need to save. That's important. These is things that these kids need to learn. They need to know about. That, you get a job, you get you a little job. Yes, it's important. Get you a little job. It teaches you responsibilities and things like that. But you need to have something to save, some things to be able to put away. That is important. It's very important. Didn't learn that. Didn't know nothing about that. We ain't learned that. We had to learn that little stuff the hard way on our own. And like I said, I was sitting back thinking about that little stuff like, damn, there's a lot of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, my parents didn't like pour into us that we didn't find out. Child, honey, and like I said, for me, y'all, honey, Miss T let me tell y'all something. Hey, baby, Miss T, baby, I was wild, honey, back in my little hey, that, you know what I mean? So, honey, baby, let me tell you something. By the time, honey, baby, when it came to, we got a high school child, honey, it was time to get, honey, graduate, baby, to get, honey, let me tell you something. Baby, listen. Honey, I done did that, graduated, get up out that school, honey, and all I did, honey, and a lot of us, baby, we looked at the world like, honey, baby, honey, this world right here, honey, is just a one big place for me to go out here and mess up in. Not to the point, baby, where I was going to the jailhouse, but enough to where I was going to have some fun, okay? Yes, honey, that's where your mind, you a young person. Baby, you young, honey, your mind, baby, think young things. That's where my mind was at. That's what I looked at. That's how I viewed it. And if you don't teach if you don't teach these kids, these children, young kids, they're going to grow up into young adults. They don't know. And, baby, this world out here, baby, this world is a hard world. Baby, it's a hard world. This world will chew you up, baby, swallow you, spit you out, baby, and swallow you back down again. Oh, yeah. This world is a hard world out here. So if you can help to pour nuggets into these young adults, make sure you do that. Because, yeah, like I said, me and my siblings, we had to learn things the hard way. We had to learn the hard way. Baby, let me tell you something. When I got my first apartment, honey, all I knew was, baby, I'm free. I'm free. Yes, indeed, honey. I was free, baby. go on about my business. You hear what I'm saying? So, honey, I was the first out of my friends to have an apartment, honey, and they all came and flocked, baby, at my apartment. And, honey, for me, that was fun, honey. We had a good time. Do you hear what I'm saying? We had a great time. But, baby, let me tell you something. Baby, that's when it get real deal. Because, baby, at that point in time, baby, you got to pay gas and electric. You got to pay cable if you want to look at something on the TV. You got to pay a cell phone bill if you want to have one. And the most important, baby, you got to pay rent. Because if you don't, the sheriff coming to sit your ass outdoors. So, baby, it become real. Do you hear me? You don't realize that when you a young adult, you don't think about some of those things, especially if they're not taught to you. You don't think about that. Not at all. Y'all, like so many things I think about that just, weren't taught to me, you know what I'm saying, weren't taught to my siblings. So, as a young person, y'all back in the day, child driving, honey. Baby, let me tell y'all something, honey. Miss T, baby, honey, she was out here, baby, back in the day, honey. You got out here, you could drive, child, and be out here driving, honey, and you could just be driving. Now, I don't know about y'all where y'all at, but, honey, where I live, baby, honey, we could drive, baby, honey. You get caught without no license, child. You go down to court, honey. They send you to the program called the LIT program, honey. You can go there, child. They be, they go over stuff with you, honey. They help you try to get your license, child. Honey, I had then got caught about, child, probably about 3-4 times, honey. Every time, honey, they go to the LIT program. I go down to court, honey. They send me to the LIT program, honey. I give me a little stay and pay, give me a little time to pay my little court costs and stuff or whatever. Honey, let me tell y'all something. Baby, on the 5th go round, baby, I ain't got caught, pulled over, honey, without no license. And y'all, back then, they wasn't rough on nobody if you ain't have insurance, honey. It wasn't, you didn't get no trouble about all that. Baby, on that 5th go around, honey, Miss T was working at the telephone company, child, honey, and I wasn't worried at all when I went to the court, honey, that day, honey, but I had my little badge hanging, baby, from the telephone company, honey, and it was my turn to come up, and baby, that judge said, if you didn't have that badge on, I was finna send your ass to jail for 60 days. Y'all, baby, my legs went noodle, do you hear me? And I think for all the 5 seconds, I had passed out, baby, and I think the angels had grabbed me and had revived my ass back. When I tell y'all that was the last time, baby, that Miss T ever, honey, was out, baby, driving without no license, honey. I went and paid that high-ass reinstatement fee, baby, honey, and Miss T went and got her license. She got her L's, baby. Yes, ma'am, I sure did. Honey, you can't do that, baby, now. You heard what I'm saying? Baby, they don't play them type of games now, honey. You be out here driving around, baby, without no license, baby. Baby, they will take your license away from you forever, ever, and ever. Yeah. You can't do that. You gotta teach your young folks. They gotta know. You gotta teach them. Teach them. Because, honey, like I said, I didn't know. Y'all. And baby, honey, when that judge told me, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't. Baby, I was so, honey, I walked out that courtroom, honey, with my badge like, baby, honey, proud like, honey, whoo, baby, I looked at that badge, honey, when I got that courtroom, honey, I could have laid out on the ground, honey, I was kissing that badge like, woo, child, thank you, honey, that I had this on, honey, because they was finna take Miss T to the jailhouse, baby. I don't know about nobody else. I don't want to do 60 days and nothing at all. So, honey, yes, baby, honey, hard lesson learned. You understand what I'm saying? Hard lesson learned. Teach these babies, teach these kids, teach these young people, teach these young adults, anybody that you love, I don't care if it ain't your child, but somebody that you love, teach them so they'll know. Because, baby, this world is a lot harder than what some of us that's older than these young adults out here now have to deal with. This world is a whole lot harder. It's a whole lot harder now than what we ever had to come through A whole lot harder, y'all. Like, uh, y'all, the other day, no, this one the other. This has been a little while ago. Like, y'all, everything, and y'all, I know everybody can kind of see this. Y'all, everything is just so expensive. Everybody's feeling that price gouge. Of things being so expensive. Like, I mean, literally, food. Y'all know rent. This lady, honey, was on Facebook, child, honey. She had, I forgot what state it was, honey. But baby, it was a gallon of milk, y'all. She showed baby it was $6. I said, well, damn. Is that the golden calf they made in the Bible? Did that milk come out the golden calf? What in the entire hell? $6? Y'all. I mean, everything is just magnified. Everything is just magnified, y'all. And it's just so crazy because, thinking about so many things, like I said, y'all, that I know that we weren't given, a lot of things that we weren't taught. And I look at that and think about, everything that now I look at everything that I have learned as I've come up into my young adult life, and then to now where I am in my life. And I think about it and I'm like, if I only knew. And then some things that some people did try to tell me that I didn't listen to. Like my granny, bless her 90-year-old heart, y'all. My granny finna be 91 next month in October, and she is so sharp, honey. And get about, move well, baby, look good. And my granny would always tell me, like, girl, you got $20, you need to take 10 or $5 and save that. And it used to go in one ear and out the other. And I never applied that and actually thought about that. She would always be like, you need to learn how to save. You need to make sure you save, because it's not gonna be a time, it ain't gonna always be a time where you're gonna have somebody to help you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna always be a time where you can go run back to somebody's house, to mama's or to grandmama's or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna always be here. You got to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You got to have resources for yourself, And a lot of things I didn't listen to, I didn't listen to. And I take accountability for that, Make sure, I don't care what, make sure you teaching your kids. And a lot of that, I know it would have helped being taught some of that coming up, being old enough where kids know when you start to teach kids how to be able to count, you putting money out, you teaching them what a penny is, what a nickel is, what a quarter is. Teach these babies as they coming up into young adults, so they can have some type of a pathway as they step out into this world, because this world is becoming harder and harder. Y'all, when we came into COVID, we wasn't expecting that. That was a hard hit. Not only was there so much life loss, but a lot of people lost their homes. People couldn't afford to stay in their apartments, and there are still people to this day that have not recuperated from that. It was a hard time that no one was ever expecting. And that makes my mind go back to my grandmother. $5, $20, take 5, take 10, put it up, put it to the side, because you never know when it may come such a time that you might need resources and you need to have some. Like I said, we never expected to go through that. It's so many people, like I said, that still haven't recouped from that, and still having a hard time, So, that was definitely a hard time for everybody. And, I think about, living when we, with, rent, rent so damn, y'all, rent so damn high, y'all. Listen, back in the day, I don't know where y'all live, but I live in the OHIO. O to the Ohio is where I live. And baby, back in the day, we could go on the west side of the town, y'all. And honey, you can go over on the west side, child. You can get you a 2-bedroom, baby, with a community pool, honey, a playground for the children, a place where you could go, a picnic area where you could barbecue at. Honey, it had a clubhouse chair. And baby, rent was on at $550. Where they do that at now? Where they do that at? Where is that at? Yeah. where, where, yeah. Baby, that's non-existent. That's non-existent. Do you hear me? Honey, I was just about some months ago, honey, I was wanting to move from where I'm living at now. I want to move in this another 2-bedroom, but it was a lot more. I guess I don't know if you want to say the word luxurious or whatever, a lot more, quadruple of what I pay where I'm at now. And child, when I tell y'all, baby, 2-bedroom, baby. And some of this stuff they charging y'all, they know they have to be a damn shame of themselves. Baby, you gonna start at 1,500. Okay, baby, going up into the 2,000s. And when I tell y'all, baby, it's all of the square footage of a damn cardboard box. Yeah. What in the what? I baby, I said I'll keep my feet planted where I am. Yeah. Cause I can deal with this right here. Yes. I can deal with this right here. But yeah. Yeah, I'm like, what in the hell? Really? Like, it is so damn expensive. Everything is just magnified. And baby, let me say this. Teach your young people, teach your young adults. Cause baby, honey, when you start getting to where you get your little counterpart, okay? You get your little counterpart, and y'all get baby, you in love, honey. Y'all get the hunching. Yeah, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all get the hunching, and we want to get us a place. We finna move together. We finna get us an apartment together. Yeah. And you get you y'all get an apartment together, and everything might be going all right for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all having y'all little pillow talk, this, that, and the third. Yeah, honey. But baby, baby, when it ever comes a time that one of them counterparts decide that they want to beat feet and leave, and y'all might got y'all a place, baby, that costs $2,500, and if you splitting that down the middle with all the bills, baby, and you able to make it because you're doing it together. But baby, if one of the counterparts decide that they want to exit stage left, all of that shit fall on you. Yes, ma'am. It does. Teach your young adults, honey. Teach your young adults so they will know. Yes, ma'am. Because, honey, I almost got caught up my own self like that in my for real grown adult life. You know what I'm saying? Where I had found a place, and, honey, who are my counterpart, baby, we would go move. I'm making plans, honey, because we together, yeah. And my counterpart did this, baby. He exit stage left, baby. That would have been all on me. Oh, but thank God, baby, because he told me no. Yes. Praise him. He told me no. Teach your young people. Because that happens more times than y'all would think. It does to these young folks. Y'all know people. We all got a story. Everybody didn't experience some of that before, baby. Being young, honey, and getting with your counterpart. Yeah, we want to move in together. Baby, and then somebody leave, honey, and you stuck with that. Baby, that bill follow you and that person, honey, going on your rental history, baby, and your credit. Yeah. That part. Teach your young adults so they'll know. Because, baby, in this day and time, baby, the folks ain't, baby, they no, we take no evictions. Baby, look, y'all. Baby, look, back in the day, baby, look, y'all, back in the day, honey, you used to be able to find you a private landlord, child, honey. You can get you a private landlord, baby, they'll try to work with you. Oh, you got 1 or 2 evictions. Okay, I'll work with you. You got what you got cash. All right, yeah, okay. We can work something out, yeah. Baby, where? Who? In this time, who? We don't take no evictions. Baby, some people will tell you no evictions within the last 7 years. Baby, you lucky if you come across somebody to tell you no evictions in the last 3 years, child. They ain't playing about that at all, at all. In this day and time, they're not playing about that. No, not at all. Not at all. They're not. You know, me and one of my neighbors was just having a conversation the other day and talking about somebody who no longer resides here anymore. Like, my building, they do a thorough check across everything, credit, all of that. And it was kind of funny because we was talking. I was telling her like, yeah, one thing credit check don't tell you about, baby. They don't tell you a credit score. Don't tell you if the person is clean or dirty. It don't tell you that. Not at all. Yeah, cause honey, them people went there and that honey, they had got remodels, honey. Where I live at, baby, them people went there and tore every damn thing up, honey. They wasn't even a whole year, baby. Yes, child, honey. Listen, baby, but teach your young folks about credit, baby. That was never taught to us, honey. We didn't know the importance of that. Child, honey, when I was young, baby, one of my favorite stories, baby, back in the day, honey, honey, was New York, baby, Learners of New York, baby. Yes, honey, that was my favorite clothing store, child. Honey, I can remember going to Learners one day, baby, honey, I think I was 18, 19, honey, they said, do you want to open up a credit card? I sure do. Yes, honey, well, who? Oh, yeah, what? What is this about? Baby, I can buy a what? I can get a what? Yes, honey. Baby, honey, when that start from there, baby, go to the next, go to the next, go to the next one. Honey, baby, when you been and got backed up on bills, baby, honey, you done got you a visa, baby. You done went that and burnt that to hell. That done went to East Hell, baby. And yes, honey. And you, baby, when you get them credit cards, baby, you got to pay that bill on time, honey, when it come through. When you a young person, baby, if ain't nobody taught you that, you don't know that. Baby, you done went out here, baby, you got you credit card after credit card. Yeah, because they going to come for you, baby. Yes, they going to throw it at you, but you teach these young people so they'll know. Like I said, there's a lot that me and my siblings didn't know, baby. That honey, you have to learn the hard way, baby, the hard way. And I don't have no children. I have nieces and nephews, and I got little ones, but I got one that's 16, finna be 17, honey. She is just this close, baby, from entering out into the world, for real, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Because the law say 18, you an adult. Baby, and a lot of them when they get, baby, the world, baby, when you step into the real world, boy, this is for real. It's not for play. Baby, it's a lot. And baby, it could be hard lessons learned. Do you hear what I'm saying? Baby, they ain't never lied, baby. When it's some old folks used to say, a hard head make a soft ass. That's the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Because, baby, let me tell you something. Honey, baby, Miss T had a hard ass head, baby. I'd have never land on my soft ass, baby, but my hard ass head hit that brick wall many a times. Many a times. So if I myself can pour into my nieces and nephews, and if I can help them to save them from having to go up 2 streets and around the corner when all they had to do was stop right here at the corner, I'm going to pour everything I can into them to try to help them out, to be able to give them the little nuggets and things that were not given to me, that we didn't know, that we had to find out the hard way. Like, I mean, really the hard way, for real. Because, like I said, there's a lot of people out here, y'all. There's a lot of folks out here that have gone through those things and that, they didn't get, that knowledge that wasn't given to them, and it's you think about it sometimes, and you think about it's people, it's folks out here right now that when they go and lay their head on a pillow at night, tears rolling down their eyes because they trying to figure out how they gonna rob Peter to pay Paul, or rob Paul to pay Peter, whichever the hell way you go. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's hard. It is hard out here, y'all. It's hard out here. It is so hard. Like, it really is. Teach y'all young folks, teach these young people teach these babies as they coming up, let them know, teach them about these things, teach them about money, the value of it, how to save, teach them about a savings account, a checking account, what it's about, why it's necessary. So as they become into young adults and they're able to get a job and stuff like that, these kids, and they come into young adults, they'll have some knowledge because, like I said, a lot of that just wasn't poured into it from my village. Not even just from my parents, but from my village, because there's a lot of people. It's not just my parents that loved us. You know what I'm saying? We had a village. I had aunts and uncles and grandparents and all of that. Like that, all of them played a part in into a certain degree of my growing up. And my siblings growing up. Um, so yeah, if you got somebody you love, whether it's your child or not, pour into them, get them that knowledge out. Make sure you get them that knowledge. And then I'm gonna also say this too: if your ass, listen, if your ass, because if y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all ever heard older people say they elevator don't go all the way to the top? Let me tell you something. That's true. Listen here. If your ass is 30 and you still doing the same shit you did at 20, you ain't got no business. You understand what I'm saying? Your ass is 40 and you still doing the same shit you was doing at 20. And if your ass is 50, you still doing the same stuff you was doing when you was 20. And we ain't even gonna go beyond goddamn 50, because if that's the damn case, you ain't got all of this. This is burnt out. You ain't got no, yeah. All this is all burnt out. We're not even gonna go beyond the age of 50. Like they say, you a certain time your bulb it supposed to come on. Yeah, if you still doing this shit, if you if you still doing, you 30 and you still doing the same thing you did when you was 20. You 40 and still doing the same thing you did when you was 20. You 50 and still doing the same damn thing you did when you was 20. That it ain't on. You ain't got, ain't no Con Edison, ain't no Duke Energy, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing on. It's darkness all up in there. You ain't got nothing on. Yeah, we through life you learn lessons. Through life we learn lessons, and as you learn those lessons, it comes to the point of when you learn that saying that says when you know better, you do better, and it makes you want better. You have to, you should never be operating in the same capacity you did when you were at one age and you still, hell, no, no, no. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all asses know somebody that still be, don't act like you don't. No, no, you're not. You're not. Ain't nobody perfect at all. And nobody's saying or that you have to be. But if you have lived through some of your life and you have moved out of your 20s and you've approached to 30 and even past, you should have learned some life lessons that should have helped you to be able to improve. You should never still be stagnant in the same place. So pour into these young people. Pour into these young people. These babies are gonna grow up to be young adults. Pour into them so they can be able to have some knowledge before they step out into this world, y'all. Make sure you pour into these young people. Yeah, it's important to have. Um, it's important to do that, and I don't know about anybody else as far as like having a belief factor is really not my business if you do or if you don't. I personally myself, I believe in my Father above, and uh, I know that He guides me. But it's also my responsibility to make sure I use the wisdom that He gives, You know, I can't just expect to say, well, okay, well, it gonna make everything just all, peaches and cream for me. You have a part to play in it too as well. So you got to make sure you play your part. You know what I'm saying? So that's important as well. So, but pour into these young folks, y'all, because like I said, a lot of things. If I had a known, me and my siblings, we'd have known a lot of things. We would have, definitely did a lot of things differently. Most definitely. And make sure you letting these kids know, you teaching these kids that they coming up, nothing is free. You know, everything, we have to work, you know what I'm saying, in order to be able to get those things, the things they like, things they want, and stuff like that. Some kids feel like, you better, or whatever. Like, what? Yeah, that was something that we ain't know nothing about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of these kids will get mad as hell, like if they can't get this, that, and the third, or you not able to do, you give them what they, you give them some of the things that they want, and even, of course, you know what I'm saying, providing to them the, the necessities that they need. But some of these kids will get mad as hell when you can't, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, they can't get this or do that or whatever, the iPhone this or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? And it be ready to, they be poked, they lips poked out. What the hell? Slap your goddamn lips back in. Like, you better. That's one thing I can truly say. And my siblings, I know they know this right here, and because this, I hated this when my mom used to do this. Like, for real, it's something that you wanted or you couldn't get or something like that, and you got a nerve to poke your lips out. My mama, like, that's something that she never did play. Like, and my mom always had one saying, and I hated this. I hated this. Well, honey, you poke your lips out. One day, my mama smacked me in my mouth so goddamn hard, and she be like, "Smile, put a smile on your face, put a smile on your face." And I be thinking to myself, of mine now, I'm every bit of a teenager, probably about 15 years old, and I'm thinking to myself, you done just smacked my damn lips to the back of my goddamn neck, and you telling me to smile? Let me smack you and see if you gonna smile or not. I used to hate that. Smile, put a smile on your face. Like, oh my God, man. You only know if you know. You only know if you know. But I know my siblings definitely know where I'm coming from with this one, because that was one of my mama's favorite words. If you can already tune your face up, you got an attitude, you better put a smile on your face. Yeah, y'all. But let these kids know everything is not going to be just given. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here. It's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? They have to know it don't just come out the sky. It don't. Teach these young folks. They gotta know, man. Teach them, because like I said, that you could try to make it the path a little bit easier for them. You know, try to do that, because like I said, if we had known certain things, and our parents had to pour certain things into us, we definitely would have done a lot of things differently. Most definitely. All right, y'all. That's about it. Um, I'm Miss T gonna finish drinking her little wine, and then I'm ready to go put head to the pillow and take my ass to bed, y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, y'all. But I just wanted to come on here because I just wanted to talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, kind of purge some or whatever. Uh, yeah, just was sitting back thinking about some things. But anyway, y'all, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. I want to thank all my subscribers for rocking with me. Um, I want to say welcome to all new subscribers. Certainly appreciate you. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and take the time out to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure that you hit the like button. That just helps my channel grow. Be sure that you hit that notification bell. That way you'll be alerted every time I upload new videos. And then share me out, friends, to your friends, to your family, to your loved ones. Okay, that also helps me grow as well. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. But as always, y'all, stay blessed. One love.